Puerto Rico has had 6 referendums beginning in 1967 and most recently in 2020. They are all non-binding referendums, so Congress will do nothing about them. The 1967 referendum was the first referendum regarding Puerto Rico's status. 60.41% voted for Commonwealth, 38.98% voted for statehood, and 0.6% voted for independence. It was held by Governor Roberto Sanchez Villela. Governor Pedro Rosselló held a referendum in 1993 with 48.89% voting for the Commonwealth, 46.64% voting for statehood, and 4.47% voting for independence. In 1998, Pedro Rosselló held another referendum. This referendum was controversial as there were 5 options. There were Commonwealth, free association, statehood, independence, and none of the above. Opponents to the referendum, such as the Popular Democratic Party, campaigned in favor of none of the above, citing the Commonwealth option as misleading. 0.06% voted for Commonwealth status and 0.29% voted for free association. 46.63% voted for statehood, 2.55% for independence, and 50.46% for none of the above. The 2012 referendum was held by Governor Luis Fortuño. It was controversial due to the way it was structured. It was structured as 2 questions, with the first being, do you agree that Puerto Rico should continue to have its present form of territorial status? Which 54.3% rejected. The second question was about what territorial status they preferred. 61.16% voted for statehood, 33.34% voted for free association, and 5.49% for independence. This was the first time statehood won a referendum, but the structuring of the process made the results less clear. Governor Ricardo Rosselló held a referendum in 2017. 1.32% voted for the current territorial status, 97.18% for statehood, and 1.5% for free association/independence. This referendum was controversial as the turnout was only 22.93%, since both the Popular Democratic Party and the Puerto Rico Independence Party boycotted the referendum. Statehood once again won, but results weren't taken seriously due to the turnout. In 2020, interim Governor Wanda Vázquez held the latest status referendum. This referendum was the simplest, with a yes being for statehood and a no opposition to statehood. Statehood won with a 52.34%, and the opposition lost with 47.66%. This was the first time statehood won with a good turnout and no major issues. Only the Puerto Rico independence boycotted this referendum, but independence always loses anyways. I believe that statehood is an eventuality for Puerto Rico. I also believe that the 1998 referendum was the dumbest because of the none of the above options. What would that even mean in regards to Puerto Rico's status? It just had too many options, especially since people disagree on what free association and Commonwealth even are. 2012's weird formatting was dumb as well, as it delegitimized the results, whether or not they were accurate. 2020's referendum was one of the best, as it was simple and avoided controversies between Commonwealth/free associated state. I'm glad statehood won, but the best part is seeing how independence loses every referendum.